guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are checking out some PvP teams. So right now we do have the treasure scramble that is going on. We also do have the Heroes of Espria. So building teams for both of these, you can see guys, we finally made it into rank 98. Been playing around with a couple different teams, trying to get back down into the top 100, which we did. Now Heroes of Espria, the exact same or very similar PvP teams are going to be used within here. So we're going to go through the formation. I'm going to go through a couple different teams in here. I set up some different things in here. So overall, guys, first team we're going to look at is running Zolrath. Now, Zolrath runs with Vithiel within this team. Now, if you guys remember, before we had Vithiel, it actually ran with Anasta. So Anasta is going to be my sub in here because at this point, I do not have Vithiel. We're going to run Audrey in here, and PvP, guys, is very expensive if you want to be competitive. We're going to put Zafriel in here, and we're going to put Leica in here. This team with Zolrath's 3 of 9 furniture, and Leica with the Awe ability, adding in haste and energy. Right in the very beginning, you're going to see this team can ult really, really fast because we have the delay in there. Audrey puts out an incredible amount of damage. We have damage mitigation here from Anasta, and then, of course, we have crowd control right here in the back when it comes to Zafriel. Now, the pets in this, I've kind of went back and forth with the pets because looking at specific formations where some heroes are stronger than others, you know, the dragon will come in, and it also depends incredibly a ton where you have your pets built. That's why this is such a subjective build for these heroes, is because a lot of it is very dependent on what you have and what you do have built and what is available to use and what level you do have it on. Now, next one we're going to look at is a pretty staple formation in PvP, which of course goes around the awakened version of Brutus. We have Albedo in here, and then it is the rest of our regular dimensional formation. Now, there's a couple players that have mentioned they're not really building the dimensionals. Guys, the dimensionals are huge, especially when you put Albedo in here. Even looking in this formation, Albedo does incredibly well, Joan does incredibly well, Merlin does, Brutus does, Ezio as a finisher again does incredibly well within these formations. So in this one, since we already used the Winged Lion, even though it doesn't count for the formation builds, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my Rocky Lizard in there. Could put the Owl in here. Again, a couple different formations. Now, a few other ones of these I don't have the ability to build because, again, I don't have the heroes. Third, and I go through all of the top formations, I see exactly what we can build with the heroes that we do have. So this one, I'm going to put Astrilda with Sonya. And again, this is going to be our Lightbearer comp. So this one is going to have Halos in here, which again is a pretty big priority to build. We're going to have the Awakened version of Thane, and then we're going to run Hendrik in here. On this one, I'm actually going to run with the Dragon. Reason is, remember, the Dragon will buff the hero with the highest attack, which of course is going to be the Awakened version of Thane, allowing him to amplify the damage. Halos is going to buff him. Astrilda is going to buff him. We have Sonya, who is going to provide protection. We have Hendrik, who is going to provide protection, making a pretty solid team overall. Now, next one we're going to look at that we're seeing showing up in PvP is again a pretty interesting team. It runs the Witcher. That is right, guys. This is Geralt. He is the Witcher. We haven't really seen him used in very many or really any game modes at this point. The Awakened version of Talene. Then they are running Mulan. That is right, guys. Again, another hero that we really don't see. Yennefer, and then running Athalia within this formation. So right there's our Athalia. Boom. Super, super interesting combination because we know that Geralt and Yennefer are going to play off each other. Mulan is actually going to provide us some of the crowd control and also the pass-through. Athalia is going to have the crowd control, and then of course we have the tanking right up here. This one, again, just kind of going down the line. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the Owl in here. Again, a pretty interesting PvP team and seeing exactly what we can build. Now, some of the other teams, this one focuses on kind of like the old Speedy Lizard or the old God tier comp. So I'm going to put the original version of Aziz in here. We're going to put Rowan in here. Now, some of the alts that we're kind of changing up due to the newer heroes that we have within AFK Arena. The next slot is actually going to go to Palmer. Then we're going to put Rain in here for the damage amplification. And this team actually uses the awakened version of Belinda. Since I do not have that hero, I'm going to go ahead and put Scarlet in here, and I'm going to swap Palmer to the middle because, of course, Palmer does have that AoE heal, which I would absolutely love to see go off in this formation. But again, Aziz is going to provide the canceling of ults, also going to be an energy battery. We have Rowan in here for the exact same. So the premise behind this one is to get Scarlet to ult. That is really what you're looking for, guys, is actually getting Scarlet to ult in this formation. Going to be buffed by Palmer, going to be healed by Palmer, going to be buffed and healed by Rowan. Rowan also provides crowd control. Rain in here with the 3 of 9 furniture for the damage amplification. And then, of course, we have Aziz in this formation as well. Very, very strong. So let me close some of these out. There are a few other ones, guys, like Alna Baden. But again, I don't have a strong Baden, but I'm going to show you again some of the team comps that they're kind of running. So they're running Alna. If you have the awakened version of Baden, this is actually the Baden formation. They're running Kayleen in here, which again is very strong with the PvP aspect. Running Mortis for, of course, the buffs in here. And then Silas in here, damage mitigation, a lot more buffs. This is actually another formation. And again, I'm just going to put the pets as we're kind of going down the line for the pets that we do have. Now, one sub that you can do in here that we've seen a little bit is dropping out the awakened version of Baden and putting Lucretia in here with Ulna. This has been, again, kind of a sub that we've seen in here. Now, Kayleen does put out an incredible amount of damage, but the big thing with having Kayleen built up in this formation is she provides a lot of crowd control. That is really the big thing, guys. The little Necro Hounds that she summons provides crowd control. And then, of course, we're going to get the buffs out of here from Silas. We're going to get the buffs out of here from Mortis. Ulna is going to keep the team alive and going to keep Lucretia alive because she does provide that immunity. Now, again, I'm just going to go through, see what other kind of comps we have. Again, the Baden comp is huge, guys. Bethiel being really big in here. Tarnos is another one that we've seen actually run an incredible amount of time. Unfortunately, Tarnos, I don't have at all either. But definitely some really cool. You can even do the delay formation with Flora, which we're not really seeing that much anymore. But go in here, guys, set your formations. It makes it incredibly easy when you go into different game modes and you can just drop in the formations. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is when you're going through and you're setting your formations, guys. If you don't have them set, you have to build them every time. What I mean by that is going through, let's say, like the Treasure Scramble, looking at the teams that we are running in here. Again, here I actually ran Estrilda in this team, and then there is the Lucretia team. We have Oden in here. This team is the regular, but when you go to the next one, you can see our teams are not set. The teams are not built. Again, this is a team that I ran before. Right there, we have Nevi with Solus in here, but again, we're going to change this one up a little bit. If you have the teams built, you can actually just go into the formations and you can drop in whatever teams you're looking for, making it very, very easy. Now, overall, guys, you can see we are running Orthos within this formation. It seems as of lately that Orthos has been kind of dropped out, which, all right, guys, not sure what happened exactly there with the crash. But looking at my formations, definitely make sure, again, that you set those formations, because when you're going through here, even looking at the modification, guys, like I was saying, it seems like Orthos is being dropped out of a lot of different formations that we're seeing a lot stronger build right here with Sonya and with Estrilda. So we're going to change it to that team, see exactly how well we do. Brutus is running the front. So you see this was actually one of the older formations. We actually had Brutus running in the back, but we're going to run Brutus in this one in the front. Again, changing up some of the formations. Now this one, again, we had Geralt and Yennefer in here, but this is not a normal combination that we're seeing. It seems like it would be pretty effective. And again, one big thing in here is the different buffs or debuffs that you do get in here. So I'm going to keep Geralt and Yennefer in here. I want to see exactly how well they do. I know we have our Sonya team in there, but this was the build. And you know what? I'm gonna put this one in. The reason is, guys, I built Mulan. I built Geralt. I have Yennefer. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in. I want to see how it performs. And then, of course, the last one, we've seen the variation that I was running earlier, which is this very first formation. running Zolrath with Anasa. Again, Anasa will essentially or eventually be replaced by Vathiel, so we'll actually see that formation drop out a little bit. Formation 1, of course, running the Awakened version of Thane, the Awakened version of Brutus, which I love. We have the Awakened version of Talene in this one. And then the final one is actually going into our Zolrath and our Anasta combination. And again, these are the very similar or the same combinations that I do run within the Heroes of Espria. We've already made a ton of progression in here. As you can see, we're already into gold, so we're doing pretty well in here. Farmed out some battles we've won, some battles we've seen a couple defeats, but overall, guys, we've made a lot of progression already through the Heroes of Espria. This is a game mode you're gonna have to push, guys, if you want to get up to these master modes or master levels. It seems relatively easy. You got to get those 10,000 points. For the rewards out of here, you want to push this game mode, getting up to that point, guys, because if you can get up to legend, or if you can get up to master, you're getting 25 Stargazer cards, and you're getting a ton of scrolls as well as tier 4 stones. It is really what you're striving to do, guys. So, all right, so let me know in the comments what you guys think. I hope some of the team formations helped you out, and as always, thank you guys for watching.